Hello and welcome back. Here we are in, some people call it red Brinstar, some people call it orange Brinstar. I like to think of it like it was a part of Norfair, but it's really not. In my back of my mind, I've always connected it to Norfair though. Right there on that jump between those two spikes, when you're jumping to that platform, push down during your jump to stop your flip, because if you're still rotating when you hit that platform, there's an amazing chance that the extra width that your character has, pixel-wise, is going to catch the side of one of those spikes. Spacer Beam door is grayed off. It is sealed off until you kill Fat Boy coming up here. There's no reason whatsoever to go down into Norfair. The only doors that are open are the Hell Run doors, and those you will not survive through one room. I mean, you could survive through one room, but what good would it do you? You die in the first 3 seconds in the next room because you don't have the energy. I end up going back here, and because I wasn't happy with how much energy I had, because the way I do that, I take a hit from the spikes, and taking a hit from those spikes put me at 9 energy. And that's just not good enough. That basically means I can't take a shot from anything all the rest of the way until I get to Kraid. Or to the room right before Kraid anyway, where I finally get a tube where I can fill up. This is relatively straightforward, but it is difficult finding the right place to jump. I take a shot and hit the spikes and then just bomb jump while I'm invulnerable. I find it a lot easier because I absolutely hate diagonal bomb jumping. I suppose I could have done the diagonal bomb jumping just to show how it would be done flawlessly, but I am not good at diagonal bomb jumping, never have been, and I didn't feel like practicing for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, just to get that extra shot in there to show you how it was done. I show you the quick, easy way that I use, and that's it. This room really sucks with low energy, because 2 hits and you're done. I killed the first one, just because if you don't kill the first one and let the other 3 get further to the left, you're going to take a second shot trying to get in that hole, and there won't be anything you can do about it. Your invulnerability doesn't last long enough. These guys are easy to manipulate. This room is difficult with low energy because he starts firing at you from all the way back after a fixed amount of time. Kill the little Kraid as quickly as you can. I usually take out those first 2 guys because they'll drop some energy for me. Stand and take the thorn hits if you can, because you want to avoid at all costs taking a hit from the 2 little pieces of whatever that he fires out of his face. Those will take about 50 or 60 from you in one shot, whereas the thorns only take like 10 or something like that. So just stand and take the thorn hits, and make sure you try to kill them as quickly as you can. That up there is super missiled off. I think I showed it. Refill station here, most important part of Metroid, Super Metroid Impossible, are anytime you get a tube like this, stop, fill it up. You'll see several times during this video I paused it, and that was because there were some distractions while I was playing. In fact, right after I get into Kraid's room, I had to pause it for about 10 minutes, but I didn't leave all of the pause screen in there. I cut it out so that it goes straight to when I unpaused it to do the actual Kraid fight. I spent a while on this because I don't use save states, except at the beginning and end of videos, so I can, of course, at the beginning and end of videos, so I can come back to exactly where I left off. I don't, it takes me a lot longer to record one video, one session, because if I die, I reload save state from the beginning of where the video was, period. I died a good handful of times doing this fight. I died even more coming through the rooms because I kept getting unlucky with like the, what are they called, the key finders, key seekers. in that room. They kept killing me. They kept getting a second shot on me because I wasn't waiting for them to get far enough over to the left, and when I was going down the hole, they would get a second shot on me. And then I kept dying in this room just because of stupid mistakes. And you'll see me make a lot of stupid mistakes in this fight, but I get pretty lucky with it. Good tactic here is just use your missiles when you can. Try to wait till his hand is up in front of his face to get a shot on his eyes and light him up, because there's a slight delay between lighting him up and when he actually opens his mouth. And when he lights up, you want his hand to be up, because when he opens his mouth, it's going to come down immediately, and preferably you'll get 3 to 4 missile shots on him. Dangers in this room, obviously don't touch him. The platforms that he fires out of the holes, don't let those catch you on the front end. They will kill you instantly with no energy tanks. The little fingernails that are flying around in the air, they take 50 damage a shot. The spikes on the bottom take 30, and the platforms are an instant kill, so needless to say, if you ever feel like you need to take some damage from something, or you're going to take damage no matter what, try to fall all the way to the bottom and avoid everything else. I think you see me do it once in this attempt, because that'll take away significantly less than anything else in the room. I know it shouldn't seem like it would, but it does. I get lucky a lot of times, because what you need to make sure that you keep track of is where the platforms and the circular fingernails are, because they have set ricochet patterns for the fingernails, and of course linear patterns for the platforms. They just go in a straight line after a short delay. And if you're not keeping track in the back of your mind of what the ricochet pattern is going to be and where those fingernails are going to be next, when they go out of screen, you can jump back in screen and hit them immediately. That one, I thought it was coming down towards me, so I was going to hit it normal instead of aiming up. Stupid mistake. This playthrough, I was a little bit frustrated. Got really lucky there. I actually got that without taking a hit and landed on top of that platform instead of in front of it with an instant death. But you basically are going to have to sit on this left platform and grind for most of this fight. When you get some missiles and you have a good enough energy reserve that you can risk some damage, of course you take your missiles up to the right platform and you blast them in the face. But you see me getting a little bit impatient because I couldn't get those nails to ricochet the way I wanted. And even when I did like that, they didn't give me the missiles I wanted. You saw me get really lucky and land on top of that platform because I wasn't paying attention, didn't know it was there. And I got really lucky and I landed on top of it instead of right in front of it. But you'll see me a couple of times, I'll get really impatient and I'll jump down to the door and start shooting, like right here. It was a stupid move and I almost got killed, and then when I actually got back to the top, look, see, I took 50 damage because I lost track of that second fingernail, didn't realize it was over the right platform. That was me just being too slow because I was dealing with too much. I knew there was a platform coming. I knew that there was a fingernail behind me, and I was trying to do them all at once instead of just taking my time. That's the best advice I could give for this entire fight, is just be slow, take your time, keep track of everything he fires. There's another instance, I had no idea that platform was coming for me, and I landed just on top of the front of it, instead of right in front of it and dying like I probably should have. That happens like 2 or 3 times in this fight, and I don't know how I got that lucky. Or like there, that was really stupid, standing and taking the shot to make sure that I got a power up, instead of just jumping way ahead of time over that platform, like I should have. There, I had to stop immediately or I was going to take a 50-point hit and be left with 4 energy. So I just let myself fall. Took the 30 damage from the spikes on the bottom. It's more worth it to do that. If you can avoid hitting anything else in the room. It's always better to take the hit from the spikes. But one of the two fingernails, excuse me, spawns right behind you out of that left wall, so you always have to keep an eye out right behind you. That probably should have got me killed. I got a little impatient there, and I got trapped between two platforms. I was lucky enough to hit a jump there and just fly right between the two of them, but that probably shouldn't have happened. I'm gonna end the video right after this fight because it took a while and it took up most of the video. No various suit till after Ridley. We get one E-Tank, and then we're gonna pick up the high jump boots and one more E-Tank right before we take the Hell Run. So yeah, we're gonna do the Hell Run with 300 energy. Yay! But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here, and I will see you in the next video for the Hell Run, which is exactly how it sounds.